The top-down pixel art action starter project was just updated. It now uses the latest Godot version 4.3. This allows us to make use of the new pixel snapping options, as well as the new tilemap layer node, which replaces the old tilemap nodes. The render mode is now by default set to compatibility mode to allow for web export, but you can change this at any time. Practically, the only change that it makes right now is it removes particles from the floating coins. So I did disable those, and honestly, it looks better this way. But you can just turn them on again if you want to use forward plus rendering. Camera smoothing has been turned off. It caused some weird ghosting artifacts that I previously thought was caused by pixel snapping settings. I fixed an animation offset value that caused the dash animation to not play correctly, and ensured that the floating point values to lower the dash speed over time is now more precise. The game's second level, the basement, finally has an exit. And there is now an end scene that shows after you've exited this level. After the game has been completed, you can return to the first level to restart, or quit the application. The largest change is to the way that audio is played. Previously we had two audio players that would alternate playing sounds and without any polyphonic settings. If several sounds needed to be played at once, they would override one another. So the player starting an attack would make a sound, and then hitting makes a sound, and the enemy receiving that attack would make a sound. But we would only hear two of those. And that's not counting other sounds that might have interfered as well. The project now uses a dynamic system with restarting audio players. This can increase whenever all of them are busy at the same time. So if a sound needs to be played, but all players are busy, a new one is instantiated. The max amount of audio players right now is 8, but you can change these values in the inspector at any time. I do not know if using one audio player with a large polyphonic setting is better or worse. I just decided to go this route. The audio is not spatial still, because right now all sounds are being played by or around the player hitting and being hit by things right in the center of the screen. So spatial audio is unnecessary. The update, of course, comes with various smaller changes. Some folder restructuring and various code changes have been made. There is now a playable web version of the game over on itch.io if you want to play the game itself for whatever reason. You can also download the playable exported desktop version right there. That's it for the version 1.5 update. I just wanted to let you know that it exists. If you fork the repository and use GitHub Desktop, it should tell you whenever a new version comes out. You can also read through all of the changes yourself over at the GitHub repository. If you wish that the project was different, perhaps tailored to your needs, or completely different, you can now hire me to make prototypes for you, add functionality to your already existing projects, or hunt down bugs. I just created a Fiverr account the other day, and for just $5 you can get my help working on your project. If there is anything else you would want me to add, change or remove from this free starter project, or perhaps make something new entirely, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and happy coding!